Yeah, they started literally in September. I live nearby. I was passing by, so by. No, Kirill.
Anyone see Journ?
I came from
It'll be a bit awkward. No, but like, how is your master class now? Where did Journ go? Then you got scared, right? The amount of people. Like, a bit shy. It's like, they all people on the room. 69 room.
Money's is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on here.
Alright, let's go.
Come this year.
they only bought 4 from 7, 7, 8.
Yeah, you will see.
Alright, let's
I had the first time to 35 and then so I was like, okay, now I get to 5. Mine, yeah, she's not in the she does ballet. She started very early. She started but no sports. It's for fun.
Oh, there he is. I thought Calvin was going to need to give us some marriage.
Yeah, it's from
almost everyone here already. Yeah. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Benjamin. I'm one of the coaches here. So back by popular demand, we have Prof. Journ. Obviously, you guys here, you know who he is, right? Honor to have him back. And let's get straight into it, guys. Let's give him a round of applause. So already for LFG square coaches because they can't come on time. Can I get ready? Alright, just gather around, guys. If you guys want a video or anything, we have JC is recording over there. You pay now, you $10, you'll pass me the video. For the rest, then feel free to record your phone. Okay?
Thanks guys for all the support. Really good. So today's session we're gonna look more like attacking for bottom position. The main focus is gonna be versus a stalling kind of opponent where they're not really coming forward. So first hour, we're just going to look at some things to deal with this, give you some tools, then we can look at more attack from there. Switch position. So we'll warm up with a seated guard retention. We're going to treat this more like the person is standing back away and their hands are in front. Normally people that are cagey, they lead with their upper body and they keep their lower body away. If their legs are close by, obviously I have access to this, we can start to attack. Leg entries here, different supine positions. So when people are smart, they will extend in a way where legs are back and just try to. So just do that for your partner, square. So we're going to do a seated guard retention, like let's do it drill first. So when I'm attacking from here, I teach this all the time. Like first your posture, you want to be a bit balled up here. I don't want to be leaning back. It's easy for them to lift my feet and get me on the back side. So I want to be engaging seated. It's like wrestling from your butt. Over here, I can't engage forward. And if they're stalling, you're not going to be able to pull them in. So I want to go to my partner. I'll be keeping my hands up. What I want to look to do is to keep scooting just one step at a time. I'm not making a super big step. I'm not going like this and trying to attack. It's too big and you overextend yourself. If I do a big shot, my head is exposed. Yeah, I'm gonna get caught in a front headlock. So I'm always taking little steps, engaging. My hands are up and I'm just gonna look to meet his hands. I frame. I'm not pulling straight away because if I go to pull, they can pull away and I miss. So I want to make contact first. I push into them and this stops them from pushing back into me to close the gap. If they do that, so right here I have this buffer. Now I can look to pull and keep engaging it. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do that as the drill. When you're going to attack, I always draw this invisible line or boundary like at the end of my feet and my hands. And if they're staying still, I'm just going forward until I can meet and make contact. Or vice versa, if he's engaging forward, once he meets my boundary, that's when I go to frame and I can look to counter grip. Okay. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like I'm not just crawling at thin air. I always imagine this invisible line at the end of my feet and my hands, and when I'm in the zone, that's where I can frame, make contact, and I can start to pull it. So we'll just do this to warm up first, get used to moving from the seat. Yeah, go on this. 1, 2, 3. Still feel good. It doesn't matter. Keep moving forward some is the gap. Keep going forward until you can get it.
Start, bro, come in.
Why are you gone? Because you have a board. Why I don't pull? Why should you get pull? And I should pull you because if I pull you,
Hey guys, cool. So let's move on from there. We're gonna look at more the mindset, like when someone is actually like not trying to come in and just keeping far away. So you can do this simulation for now. I'm just gonna go back to like the butt scoop position we're doing. With your feet, avoid half guard, keep your just square. So you want to dominate the inside space. So what that means is, imagine there's a square box inside your partner's legs and their arms, okay? So my body, my hands are inside this square box, okay? I want to dominate the zone. My hands are inside the square, my feet are inside the square, okay? So if I engage in a half guard type position, I'm giving up like a knee cut, like half guard type position, so if he is able to crack through me, he might underhook, he might get a knee cut, he might put me in HQ. Yeah, so you can see how I'm a bit flattened here, and now I'm on the back foot. What I don't want to do is going from an offensive position, like here I'm trying to attack. You know? I don't want to go from trying to attack to suddenly having to defend. There's a lot of back and forth. You're just wasting time. So, to be safe, always have safe positioning and perfect positioning. That's perfect as you can. So yeah, keep your feet on the inside. Make sure you're rounded. You're not coming in too straight. You get pushed in the back foot, then you can never connect. So we're looking at no-gi, right? It's hard because I don't have sleeve and collar grips. I have to make connection in a different way. My collar grip would be the knee. It can be the inside or the outside grips. It can be also the shoulder and the neck. So these are my no-gi collar grips. And these are really strong connections. I can use this to pull myself in. So that's what we're looking for. So the mindset here, I do like this couple things. So one, let's say he's like this, say back a bit more, like so stalling. So let's say I'm trying to chase him down and he keeps moving back. One, if it's a competitive contact, this is fine. Just keep doing this. In 10 seconds, the referee will stop you a penalty. I'm winning. Now I want, it's kind of like 1 point. He's down negative or penalty. I'm winning. So you keep doing this in 2 minutes, he's gonna get DQ. Easy win. No problem. So don't be frustrated if it's a match. So we simulate this. Just keep going. Okay. Stop. Penalty. If it's training, that's more of a waste of time. Usually when you're training, you don't want to do that too much. You know, so you're actually doing jiu-jitsu, not coming to jiu-jitsu practice, playing track and field. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's more like tell your partner like try something. Otherwise, this is what I do if it's a training scenario. I'll bait them in. I just stop. Yeah. So he knows like if he doesn't do anything, I kind of do what he's doing. If I don't do anything, like what if you're doing it, he comes in at some point, and now I can attack. So I play this baiting game. So I want you guys to just simulate that, okay? If he's running away, so one, you can have an imaginary rep, penalty, no problem, just keep doing what you're doing. Two, I wait. I keep my position, I don't open up, I stay tight, I let him come in. So when he's coming in, again, the boundary, as soon as he crosses that fence, that visible line, I can connect. So some grips I can take. 2 on 1 on the wrist. How I do it is I pinch the wrist bones and I just cover the space on top of my head. Okay? I'm going to be doing this or this like baseball. But I'm pinching my fingers. I'm not using my palm too much, more the tip of my fingers on the wrist here. Okay? This is solid and I can pull it. you want no-gi collar sleeve, it's fine. Whatever kind of guards you want. You can use the shoulder or the knee. With the knee grips, I usually go shin to shin, or if I'm going on my back, I can go into double keeper or reverse double keeper. We'll look at that more afterwards, but just giving you some basic options on what you can do. So right now, you guys can pull into what you want, but I just want you to simulate those two situations. It happens a lot, especially when the guy feels, I get this one with lower belts, like blue, they go by as well. They know that if they come in too soon, they're gonna get sweat, so they stay like away. So yeah, I'm just trying to make them. Yeah, just last thing, I don't go too much on my back. I'll just take a moment to talk about this. I want to stay here. Again, it's easy to engage. I just wait for them to come forward. I want to frustrate them. Now I can attack forward. If I do this on my back in no-gi, it's a little bit harder. I bait them to touch my feet. Once they touch, I can break and I can start to go into my positions. It's just that it's harder to connect and they can switch positions. It's just that like when you're back waiting, they can be out here. It's a bit hard to grab the wrist. It's hard to connect. So in the gi, this is nicer. In the gi, I'll do this more because I have sleeves. I bait them to touch my feet. And you have the sleeve grip, and you can go into a spider and lasso. Easier to pull. So just some factors to take into consideration. Let's give that a shot. Any questions? Cool. 1,
Are you still in here? His hand is with here. Like this? Push down already. Oh, yeah. Already? Yeah. Yeah?
The defensive people grab these. Yeah, defensive rifle.
The moment you go only, he will.
As soon as I touch, I go down. You are still there and still now you can take my bag. But that's important.
Yeah, get it. I forgot your name, so I saw your name. Get in more. This can be hard in Yogi. I don't know. This one is good if you come please run
I think eventually you find out.
Yeah, the moment you go, you will stand up already.
This one is the
Same stuff.
yes, this is better. This is stronger. You can feel the step on if you don't step, try to don't step. If you don't step, I just throw. Then I'm gonna throw. So first stabilize. First stabilize. Come here. Step on your both yes. Now, this one step on my hip. This one goes below. This one on my leg. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
So it's a good question to ask, right? When you enter, I just sit down and
Okay, so last portion of like engaging from seated before we start looking at some attacks. I want to show some tools. You know, from here, like how to make something more substantial. So these are some of my usual ways or like primary ways to engage. So my strategy here is I don't just want to pull into something where they can break away. I want something that can lock. It's pretty old school. I'll go close guard if I can, but a lot of the time I go half guard. So I'll just show this one first. So when I get in, if I can interlace fingers, I'll do it. Okay? You can use the wrist too, but interlocking is good. So if I can't get in straight away, again I use the bait. I'm coming in. I wait till they can come in. I interlace, and I shoot to reverse the Lakiva. You can go with the foot on the hip, or you can go knee shield like this. Okay? Just be careful when you're here. I'm not pulling the guy onto me. When I make guard, I'm always pushing and pulling at the same time. When you do guard, you have to create tension. So right now, I can still be framing here with my mercy grips. Okay? Now I'm looking to pull. I wrap the reverse de la Kiva. My knee shield is framing or my foot on the hip. Okay? Just depends how much of the closing you get. Now my grips, I'll let go. I frame on the shoulder. You can keep this grip, okay? Or you can go to the wrist, that's fine. But I'm going to a cross post and I'm keeping them away. So, I'm not trying to pull my partner in like this. If everything pulls, I'm allowing him to smash into the position. Okay. So my coat can be pulling, my grips can be pulling, that's fine. But this leg, this knee shield, is framing them away. Okay. Now to keep adjusting, I'll go 2-on-1. Cross frame. Okay. Feel free to move if you guys can't see. Right here. So generally I'll keep in this zone. Cross post and bicep or wrist frame. You can go 2-on-1 on the wrist as well, and I play between pulling. If I need to off balance, I'll pull. If I need to maintain the position, I'll be framing them away. So JJ tries to like go chest to chest. I just follow. I keep framing. I still have this knee shield in place. Okay. So this is good because I'm in. My goal right now is not to sweep or submit first. I have to get in, okay? Especially if it's a match. Things are fast, it's tight. Okay? So I'm here. I'm in, okay? Now we're in home base. Now we can look to attack. Generally I'll do this a lot, then I'll proceed to close guard if I can. Like I might go here. And then I'll look to go to close or into K. It's just rare, it's just hard to like go into close straight away. Just because like this knee is up. But if you can get here, this is fine. So I'll just show one more option. So from here, you can sometimes go into the Lakiva. This is not so easy just because like when my legs are around, they can like step back and run around. Yeah, so this is not what you want. You don't want to be in a flurry. I don't want to be pulling and having the guy blitz me. It's really tiring. Catches you at some point, so usually I take the half guard first. It's not bad. Like it's an easy catch. He tries to run around now. It's harder for him to break away. Let's do that first, and I'll show like some more pulls I like to use with the knee flips. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Today I'm not too yeah, you can get in and you get all the good stuff. Bring him over if you want to. Get that the back. I'm not really I wouldn't say but you have to be
About the reverse the review for I have to give
My legs are outside.
so like if I'm inside outside I'm
I think you need that to keep me away. Otherwise, it's just not.
okay, so
Yeah, I think so. Without that.
Is it like I'm trying to hold okay? I have to already that's actually
Yes, listen, yes. Any questions? Cool. So fairly easy. Yeah, I mean everything I'm doing here is, I wanted to make it as easy and as clean as possible. So let's look at other pulls we can make. So if I can get to the leg, this is really good. So yeah, just three of my favorite things I like to do. The basic one is shin to shin, and I'm just gonna go for X-out entries. So you can do the classic style shin to shin. I'm sitting up. I can frame. I can frame the wrist, other thigh, and I'll dive in. Sometimes the shoulder, that's more, they're really low. That's fine. And I'll dive in, elevate. When I dive, I'm rolling to my side, okay? So I'm not going back. This will allow the partner to like flatten you and kind of just hit you or knee cut that position. So I'm going to the side. I'm falling on my shoulder. And I elevate with this shin. With my shin, I'm always pinching in. My hook is just attached to the instep, and my knee is pinching in for tension. So everything I'm doing, I'm trying to make tension. So yeah, keep this space, arm and knee connected. I don't want to give space to one another. You can wrap tight, that's great. Or if you have a shallow over wrap, this is fine. I go wrist deep. Okay, so not fingers. My wrist is like, it's like a meatball, just catching behind. As tight as you can, as deep as you can. Elevating, shoot through. Connect my inside hook to the hamstring here, and I can catch it. You can play with the far hook. This is fine. I'm just making sure I pinch tight with my knees. Okay. Like this. Very important. I see this a lot more for beginners that aren't used to single leg X. They shoot, but this leg is weak and it drops, or they allow the partner to just push through. Yeah, and smash it. You want this hook. This is a frame. This stops them from mounting you. Like if I drop this, I'm just pulling him out. If I keep this hook in, he tries to mount. It's a barrier. So this is probably the most important part. This doesn't matter right now. This is more important. So just some foundational stuff. So again, if I get to the legs, classic shin to shin is great. Move. Okay. I can also do it with a foot on the hip. Sometimes I feel like I want more distance. I'll play this like seated. I'll play this like seated. Just like here. I can frame on this side too. Then I'll look to elevate. Then I'll shoot. So I'm not going too much about attacks right now. It's more like entry phase. But you can add this in like a quick sweep. My favorite move from here is double ankles. Okay? I'm just doing a basic tripod. Off balance, knockdown. One of the strongest sweeps you can get. Connect both legs. Just think of it as doing a double leg from your butt. Right? Like double leg takedown, strong, right? Same thing from God. I have double leg, double sweep, boom, put it down, come on. So again, from shin to shin, we'll work with this one. Basic. Make sure your inside knee is like not dropping like this, okay? And pinch your knees together. Okay? My hook, this is my preference. You can go to the middle of the butt cheek, or you can move it to the other side of the hamstring. Okay, just to control both legs, more tension. Then you can start to go into your attacks. Do that. And another version I like to do if I need more distance is I just keep this foot on the hip. Just turn it. I don't keep it so low. It's on the hip flexor. I'm tracking it. And it's like sit-up guard. I want this push and pull. So my arm is pulling and my leg is pushing. And this hand here is framing. I can be on the shoulder or the wrist. I'll use the wrist to go over to the side. With the hands close, connect. I do this one a lot too. When they're kneeling down, like when they're facing low. Especially if this leg is up. So let's say your leg is up. I'll do like this. This is a nice one. Frame, the
I want to side up behind the monkey. Correct? You want to step on me? You need to careful. You want to step in on me. You know, like this. So this is great again? You go on your side, go backward. Yeah. So, you can hold with your head or your whichever.
Go like this.
This one doesn't step.
So underneath, correct? Same pull here. Do some push. Do some. Yes.
Yeah, correct. This one, the foot is not outside.
Foot is inside.
I had a friend that used to
You're doing better job on shouldering the wrist.
kind of work and you snap it but I don't like that.
I think the knee to check as he falls his knee to my chest.
I'll lift it.